Have a plan to go to west. It's the highway, it's the highway, that's the bed. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Alright, we're ready for another edition of We Get Our Kicks, reading Book 66, the Kennedy Elementary School Summer Reading Challenge, where I bring you a different read aloud of an award-winning book inspired by a different location in and around Barrow County. Today is the 4th of July. I'm here on the 4th of July after a night of Auburn celebrating their Independence Day with their festival outside the mayor's office of Auburn City Hall. You can still see they're all set up for the 4th of July, and it inspired the book Lady Liberty's Holiday by Jen Arena, illustrated by Matt Hunt. So that's the book I'm going to read today. Obviously, it's the 4th of July. Nothing says independence more than the flag. That's why we've got the bunny out. And, of course, when we think of America, we always think of Statue of Liberty, because that's just a wonderful symbol, and this is an excellent book. As I read today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to model what good readers do, which is read fluently. Read the words correctly, read them at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, and read with expression, and there's lots of expression in this book. As I read, I want you guys to practice what good readers do, and that's listen for the story elements, the character, who or what the story's about, the setting, where and when the story's taking place, and this one takes place in a lot of places, and also the sequence of events, what happens first, next, and last, because we don't want you just to read the words, we want you to understand what you are reading. That's called comprehension. A great comprehension strategy is to read the questions before you read the book so you know what to focus on when you read. So, hopefully you enjoyed Lady Liberty's Holiday by Jen Arena, illustrations by Matt Hunt, and have an awesome 4th of July. I'm going to go see some fireworks later on tonight, so have an awesome 4th of July. Lady Liberty's Holiday, written by Jen Arena, illustrated by Matt Hunt. Not long before the 4th of July, Lady Liberty woke up feeling a little blue, despite being green. Year after year, she stood by the New York harbor, a torch in one hand, a tablet in the other. Mo, every day feels the same, Liberty said. I see the same skyscrapers, the same city. My neck is stiff. My arms are aching. I've had a cramp in my leg for a decade at least. Mo puffed out his pigeon chest. Lady, you need a getaway, he told her. Go and see the country. Shake the rust off and... I don't have any rust, Lady Liberty protested. Mo went on. Give yourself a holiday. Mo's words echoed in Lady Liberty's head. She had seen only one little corner of America. What was the rest like? That night she lowered her torch, she put down her tablet, she pried the sandals from the stone, and then the Statue of Liberty snuck away. First, she left footprints on the Jersey shore and built the biggest sandcastle Cape Cod had ever seen. She washed the sand off at Niagara Falls Then Lady Liberty headed west. She watched the Mississippi River from the top of the St. Louis Arch, and in Kansas, wheat fields tickled her feet. She even did some sightseeing in South Dakota. She hiked across the Rocky Mountains in sandals. Afterward, the California sunshine made her so sleepy she napped on the Golden Gate Bridge. Back in New York, Mo was starting to worry. The 4th of July was 3 days away, but without Lady Liberty, people weren't in a holiday mood. Tourists were gloomy. Even the stock market went down. The mayor was talking about canceling the 4th of July. What if Lady Liberty doesn't come back in time, Mo said. What if she's gone for good? He had to find her. It was true. Liberty wasn't thinking of returning. At the Grand Canyon, for once in her life, Lady Liberty felt small. She trekked through a hot, dry desert and slurped water from the Yellowstone geyser. It tasted awful. Deep in the heart of Texas, she napped under the big, bright stars with cattle all around. She danced to music near New Orleans. She used the Florida Keys as stepping stones and waded through a southern swamp. Lady Liberty was shaking an alligator off her big toe when she heard the familiar flap of pigeon wings. It was Mo. He perched on her shoulder. Lady Liberty, I've been looking all over for you, he said. You have? Liberty asked. How are things in New York? Not so good, Mo said. They're thinking of canceling the 4th of July. Liberty bolted up as if she'd been struck by lightning. Canceling the 4th of July? They can't. Mo nodded. Nobody feels like celebrating without you. But the 4th of July isn't about me. It's about America, Liberty cried. I've seen this country, the purple mountains, the shining seas, the bridges, the buildings. Everyone should know how amazing it is and celebrate it. Mo fluffed his feathers. Come back to New York, he said. The mayor might change his mind. He didn't get to finish because Liberty was already running north. At dawn, the sun shone on the copper dress of Lady Liberty in New York Harbor, where she stood for over 100 years. That night, fireworks lit the sky, and people waved flags, sang songs, and shouted, "Happy 4th of July!" Lady Liberty was blue no longer. It was good to get away, she told Mo, but it's great to be home. The end.
Well, if you have a plan to move west,